Hey, what's up? I'm back. In this video, I just want to briefly touch on homeless people and homelessness. I believe I've talked about this in the past, but I just want to touch on it again. Homelessness is not hopelessness. Some people who are homeless feel hopeless, but a lot of people who are homeless, they're homeless because they chose not to conform, or they didn't take care of their college debt, or they lost their home and never fully recovered, and got into that depressive rut. And some people choose to be homeless just because it's freedom. It's fly by night. Some people really get stuck there and can never pull themselves out. And the question, there's a lot of debate as to, should we house the homeless? Should we provide for the homeless? The question is, should anybody ever really be without housing? I mean, yeah, we've asked the same thing about healthcare, but the way they kind of gone about it is really extreme. So you take, universal healthcare, and not everybody's gonna like the way it's implemented or how it's done. Homelessness, if people are choosing to be homeless, there's obviously a reason. You need to listen to the negative and the positive, the people who complain and the people who don't. And it is important to listen to those negative voices, even for a large corporation like Verizon or AT&T or DirecTV. Large corporations that fail to listen to those single voices who chose to speak up could be speaking to a larger number of their base, of their clientele. And if they pass up the one voice that chose to speak up, it could affect loss in following or clients on a greater scale, because so many other people felt the same way. They just didn't speak up. I'm one of those people who I'm not afraid of the government. I'm not afraid of people. I think people do stupid things, and it's saddening to see some of the lengths that government and people will go to destroy or discredit some of the most honest people. And part of that's, the system set up to make liars. And I really wish I didn't say so much. It's designed, like, especially if you have a marred past, or like a minor drug charge or something like that. They present it to you, and it puts up roadblocks that can prevent you later down on the road in life. And if you're honest, then you get treated as if you lied. But if you lie, you could excel, because nobody will ever know, or nobody might find out. So we have a whole society here in the U.S. that promotes lying and deception. It's promoted in every policy, in everything we do. When something happens to somebody, whether or not they were wrongfully convicted, I know from experience. I live in Nevada, and back when I was 19, or just about to turn 20, my mother had put some marijuana shake, some seeds and stems, that was in a cookie tin underneath my bathroom sink, and we shared an apartment at the time. She called the cops and had me arrested. Well, back then in Nevada, that was a felony. I pled no contest because it was her and her boyfriend at the time against me, so I didn't really see an option. And I was also young and not very aware of the systems and the laws. So I took this misdemeanor, but it has prevented me from doing a lot of things in my life. And I've had to take polygraphs to contest the fact that it wasn't even my pot. You know, I've never denied the fact that I haven't smoked pot, but it's prevented and closed doors and made my life challenging. 15 years later, it's still a challenge because of some shit that wasn't even mine. So you wonder how people can become homeless and fall into these ruts in life in our social systems, and it's because the all all the things are there to make it harder than it needs to be for people to excel. Like Glenn Beck the other day, he made a comment, where are all the modern day Teslas? And I thought that was funny because I'm a big fan of Tesla, but where are they? You know, where are the people like me, and how come we're unknowns? And how come we have all this knowledge and mathematical knowledge and knowledge about energy and renewable resources and things of that nature, yet I'm just a security guard, you know? So, um, you know, it makes it really hard, especially when you have all the college education I have and everything, and you got no upward mobility as far as career or whatnot, because nobody takes a second look at you. Everybody wants the perfect presenter, the perfect resume, the perfect credentials, and even if you have all that, if you don't have experience, you could still be marred. So you're darned if you do, darned if you don't. The thing is, just never give up. Alright, thanks.